Hi, my name is Lizzie, and we are going to talk about important documents in United States history. We are going to cover the Declaration of Independence, United States Constitution, and the Bill of Rights. So let's talk about some definitions first. Declaration, a serious announcement. Independence, the freedom and ability to take care of oneself. Constitution, the rules of how a group will govern or conduct themselves. Bill, a written document of a proposed law. Right, something a person is allowed to have or are entitled to. So first, let's talk about King George III from Britain. He wasn't liked very much, and for many reasons. One, the colonies, that's us, the United States, we had to pay taxes that we didn't even agree to. We were forced to house and feed British soldiers. They just came in and took over our homes. We did not have money of our own. We had to trade and barter for food and everyday essentials. We were not able to practice religion the way we wanted to. And we did not get to vote for who or how were we going to be governed. I know. Oh my gosh. So this leads us to the Declaration of Independence. Remember, declaration means an official announcement. So this was our official announcement to the world that we are declaring our freedom, our independence from the King of Britain. The Declaration stated that we wanted equality for all men. All men means all people. Back in the day when they would write all men, it was generally speaking. What they were really trying to say was all people. We wanted to be just as important and equal to the British. We will set up our own government. We will set our own goals as a society and decide how we will achieve them and who will organize and lead us to achieving our goals. We declared our right to life, which means we had the right to live our lives the way we wanted to. Our hard work and efforts were going to go to our livelihood, not to the king. So after we declared our freedom, our independence, King George III had no choice but to set us free. So we celebrated. The king was out. So every year, we celebrate that same day that we declared our independence. Can you guess what day that is? We celebrate it every year in July. Independence Day, also known as 4th of July. So where do we go from here? Now what? How will we govern ourselves? What kind of rules will we have? Who will make sure we are following the rules? Who will protect us? We have all these questions now. So this leads us to the United States Constitution. We gathered the most noble and smartest people to write the Constitution. The Constitution was going to be our rules and guidelines of how our country will be organized and what rules will we follow so that everyone has the right to life, liberty, and property. So a couple of years pass by and things are going very well. But the Constitution is missing something. It does not point out the rights of the people. Now, we didn't want a new Constitution. We just needed to tweak it a bit. Kind of like your phone and tablet updates. That's what we needed. an update to the Constitution. Now, initially, there were 12 amendments introduced for consideration. However, only 10 of them were accepted. These first 10 amendments are what we call the Bill of Rights. Now, throughout the years, many other amendments have passed, giving us a grand total of 27 amendments. But the original 10 amendments is what we call the Bill of Rights. So you may be wondering, or a little confused, what's the difference between the U.S. Constitution and the Bill of Rights? The U.S. Constitution came first, and it was the plan of the role and responsibilities of the government and the people. Where the Bill of Rights, which followed, addresses the rights and the freedoms of the people. So let's cover what we just learned about these important documents in United States history. First came the Declaration of Independence. This document declared our freedom from the king's reign. He treated us so poorly, we decided to unfriend him. Then came the Constitution. Now that we were free from Great Britain, we needed a guide of how we were going to govern ourselves and how we would treat each other. A couple of years later, we made some updates to the Constitution. We call those amendments. The first 10 amendments we introduced is what we call the Bill of Rights. So now you know a little bit more history of why we celebrate the 4th of July and how we became the United States. Be sure to share what you know with your family and friends. And thanks for hanging out with us.